I am here with Nicole. Hello everyone, I am Guy Tang, and today we're gonna do a transformation. A transformation.
A what?
A transformation.
Oh.
Do you know what that is?
No, tell me.
We do not know what that is. So this is the Balayage Ombré that we did over a year ago, right, Nicole?
Yeah.
But it's still pretty. It's still pretty. So I do want to brighten up the ends and dramatize it a little bit, and I'm gonna use a product that you guys haven't seen me use before. So I'm excited. We have some friends along the way that is walking by. Hello friends, hello. There's lots of friends walking by. Anyway guys, so let's get started. Let's not waste any time. Batman to the rescue. Come on, Nicole. Come along, my child. Come along, time for this transformation. Today we are talking about Scruples Blazing. Yeah. And it's a color that lifts color as it claims right there. And what I like about the swatch book is that it does contain a level finder. See, a little level finder, 1 to 10. So we're gonna measure her hair, and it appears her hair is a level 5. So level 5 here, and we want to get her up to like a 9 or 10, Ooh. Right? Are you excited about it?
Ooh.
She is excited, guys. Okay, so here are some options that you guys can choose. Here we have warm, rich red, chestnut, and then we have caramel, and then we have warm copper blonde, and we have another warm copper blonde. Oh, this is the medium lift, and then this is the maximum lift. So there's 2 different coppers here, okay? So one's stronger and one's deeper. And then we have honey blonde, and over here we have warm golden blonde. Ooh, you like that?
That sounded good.
Does it sound sexy?
Yes, it does.
Oh yeah, is that what you like? You want that one? And then we have a soft golden blonde. And then here we have a pale vanilla blonde and cool almond. And this is cool light blonde. And over here is the lightest one. It's called the ultra light blonde. And it's like platinum white. Are you scared of that one?
That one's a little, I
don't know. You don't want that much drama?
Maybe.
Maybe. I think I'm gonna do the cool light blonde on you. One of these 2. Can you handle that one? Do you like that one?
Yeah, I like those.
Okay, you like that one? Okay.
I like them.
Okay, and I'm also gonna do a transition color, so let me grab that right now. I'm back! Okay. Okay, here is the transition color we are gonna do. I'm gonna do the beige. Open it up. So there's the beige, and it's the level 7 ash gold. I'm gonna mix it with the 30 volume. Let's get started. We don't want to waste any more time. Guys, the chart that comes with the kit is so important. I hang this like on my wall, literally, because you have to have it in your back bar to know how to mix it. So when going in, Nicole's a level 5. So here's the level 5, and you intersect it with the color you want. And I Periscope you guys, and you guys chose the cool light blonde, which is the a 10A. So we're gonna intersect that level 5 over here. So it appears that if I want maximum lift, I would use the one with 4 scoops, 1.5 ounce of 20 volume, 1/2 ounce of 10A, and 1/2 ounce of oil. And there's also a minimum lift. Okay, so you guys must be wondering why there's 2 options. Minimum lift is great for around the hairline, face framing. Maximum lift is for like resistant hair. So since we're ombraying, I'm gonna use the maximum lift on the ends because it doesn't have heat conduction. It's off the scalp, and when we do things on the scalp, it doesn't need that much lift. So I would use the minimal lift. And also, if they have color treated hair that's darker, I use 1 scoop extra. And down here on the chart, it'll tell you to do so. You can use 1 extra scoop for an extra boost. And you can also double the pigment. So you can add like 1 ounce of the 10A versus 1/2 ounce to double the pigments so you have more tone and more control. So I'm so excited about this. This chart is a must-have to hang in the back because it'll tell you everything that you can use from level 1 to a level 10. Like see, if you're level 1, obviously you can't do the platinum blonde. You have to do, the lightest is like a golden blonde. So it gives you the options and also what you can and can't do. So this chart is a must. So I'm going to start off with mixing the Blazing Lights boosting powder. I'm going to use 3 scoops plus 1 scoop for the extra boost, because if you add 1 more scoop, it gives it that push, and since we're doing off the scalp and the ombre, we need it to be a little more powerful. Then I'm going to add the color in, which is the toner, is 10A, because we're going to get a cool color, mixing it with the oil, and this is what's going to give it that protection, and it envelops the color, and that way the boosting power doesn't eat up the color. And also I'm mixing it with a 20 volume because I want the maximum lift. Stir it thoroughly so everything mix thoroughly together, because sometimes I feel like a lot of us, we don't mix the color well enough. It's very important to really stir and mix. And then now I'm going to use True Integrity 7AG with 30 volume, and we're going to do this as a transition color. Okay, so I'm going to start off the back section at a diagonal angle, and I'm going to use a backcombing technique. Okay, she has a beautiful balayage ombre that we did last time, but today I want a little more contrast, so that's why I'm doing this technique. Okay, so we're going to backcomb gently, so it's not about, you know, like causing friction and damaging the hair. So I'm just going to do a slight gentle backcomb, just like that, so it's easier to pull out. Okay, so when you lay the formula down, okay, keep in mind, look how thin this section is. And this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the reasons why I love using the Scruples, because I'm able to overlap a little bit and it won't really hurt the hair that's already been pre-lightened. Plus, I'm going to give her a trim anyways. So this is how I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in, because it's such a thin section, I can see through it. I feel safe with that. Okay, so I'm going to go with the first color, which is a 7AG with 30. Okay, this is going to be our transition color, and I'm actually going to blend it right into the back comb slightly, so that way I shatter the color in. Okay, so that's going to be our first color, and it's okay if I slightly overlap it in just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the Scruples Blazing right underneath that, and just stroke it in. And it's okay if they touch. So right when you see the two colors meet, you'll see distortion in color where it almost looks slightly pinkish. Don't be scared of that. That's the transition color happening. Okay? Okay, watch as I stroke it through these ends here. And what it'll do is it'll brighten up her existing ombre that she already has. And because it is only 20 volume, it also has the oil in it, I feel safe with it. That's what makes this different than other hybrid lightning system. And I've been holding this back for a while because I felt like it was kind of complicating to explain because there's so many components. But for the first time ever, I feel like you hair besties are advancing with me. So I'm going to show you techniques and new products that maybe you know or don't know that exists out there. And I feel that's so important that we know what exists, so we have many alternatives and many different products and formulas that we can use on our clients, so we won't be bored in the salon. Because sometimes when we use the same thing, I feel that when we feel safe with what we know, sometimes it gets, you know, it gets boring and a little basic. So sometimes stepping out of what we know makes our job a lot more fun. So why not, right? So I'm just gonna spread it open, just make sure we saturate that, okay? So now I'm gonna do a foil overlay using these pre-cut foils by Fremar, because we love them. Okay, and just overlay it just like that. Then that's it. And I'm going to repeat the same technique going up her head. And it is an ombre, guys, so it's a two-tone ombre. There's her natural, there's her old balayage that exists in there, the transition color with the 7AG, and then the blazing right in the ends. Repeating the same, I'm going to take a diagonal. And I'm taking a huge block here. Okay, so when you look closely in, you see there's lots of dimension. So she kind of has like a sombre feel. You see some dark, some light. So there's some dark going through here, lots of dark here, a medium color here. So what this will do is cause even more color to go in. So the ends will be primarily light. So it's going to create more of a high contrast ombre, because why not? Okay, so let's go on with the back comb one more time. And this is my favorite technique to do because it creates a seamless blend. It's a no-brainer for me, and it doesn't take as much effort when blending and stroking. So this is just one of my favorites, okay? Because you can't go wrong with it. It's just so easy. So take notice how you can kind of see through my hands. That's what you want. Don't make such a big section. So if you can see a little bit of chunking, make sure you comb it harder. But notice that when I do it very gently. So that way you could pull it out more easily. Okay, so you're gonna get your long foils. Okay. Okay, so let's do that again. Okay, transition color, 7AG, which is the ash gold with 30. Okay, and I'm gonna stroke it right into the back comb, slightly, because we can. Okay. That's gonna be our transition color. Make sure it's blurred in very well. Okay, so now we're gonna go back in with the blazing cool blonde. Here we go. Okay, and you want to mesh the colors together because you want it to blend. Because the part where it touch, it's not going to create a line. It's going to create a distortion in color, which will blend it seamlessly. Because what it'll take here won't take the same here and here. So it'll look like a three-tonal shift, which will make it look even more fluidly blended. Okay? And sometimes if the hair is way too long, like Nicole, you can even go down with an extra foil if you like. So this will make it easier so you don't have to wrap the hair up into one foil. So I'll do it just like that. Because Nicole has hair down to her buttocks. Her buttocks. See that? So we're going to overlap that. This is going to be so beautiful, guys. Okay, see? And if the hair is super light in the bottom, you don't have to overlap it all the way. But with Nicole, I'm not afraid to do that because I feel like it's a very gentle lifting system. And also, I'm going to trim her a little bit afterwards, like about ½ an inch or an inch, so those ends will be nippled off anyhow. Because I love to give nipple trims where it's just a little teeny bit. So now I'm going to do the foil overlay. Okay, let me saturate just a little bit more. Open up the hair. Okay. You're gonna overlay the foils on top. And there you go. So, you can see where it'll blend all the way down when the back combing comes out. And back here, I'm gonna do the ombre slightly lower, and as I get to the top, I'm gonna bring the ombre slightly higher up, so create more of a dimensional feel, so it doesn't look so dark, medium, and light. There is some, shattered through at different levels and variations to create dimension, so she doesn't look paranormal. So these sections are kind of slightly dense and thick because her hair is slightly finer at the bottom. So that's why I'm not afraid to take such thick sections. As you can see, all I'm going to do is 4 sections and I'm completely done with one quadrant of the back of Nicole's head. Alright, so as I move up Nicole's head, what I want to do is when I create this back comb, I want the back comb to be a little bit further up. So that way it's closer to the scalp. So I tug it in. As you can see, it's a very gentle stroke. I'm not like, because you don't want to damage the hair. So it's more of sliding it up gently. And this is how I like to do it when I get up close because it creates a dimension as I move up, allowing some parts to be higher and lower. Okay, so again, I put the foil, the pre-cut long foils up here. Okay, and we're going to do our base at an angle, okay? Because you don't want to go in like that. You want to go in at a vertical angle and stroke it through so you create like more of a shattered effect so it blends right in. And it's okay to touch some of the back combing parts just a little bit because it kind of creates like a sparkle. So, of course, normally if I'm using a bleach or something, I wouldn't do that because it's a permanent color. It's very forgiving the way it blends in. Okay, so I do about 2 inches of that. And I pull it with tension down the hair and going in with the blazing. Once again, stroke it through and merge the color. Okay, just merge it in. Okay, So when you see the colors merge together, it's going to create a transition tone. So this is a color I like to call transition color. So the permanent color, 78G, is our transition color. This is what I call merging color. So by meshing the colors together, you're merging it. And then down here is our highlight with the Scruples Blazing. And if we have colored her hair in the past, so she has multiple highlights and lowlights going on in here. And because of that, most of the time we're forced to use a bleach, which is fine. But because Scruples is able to lift through previously colored hair, I'm not concerned with some of the little lowlights that are in there. It's still able to break through. Because a lot of times we always opt to use a high lift. But a high lift doesn't always break through lowlights. But with Scruples you can. So this is when I use it. And as you guys know, I am a hair slut. And as a hair slut, I play with a lot of different color lines. And it's like, what do you use and when do you use it? When do you use Scruples and when do you use this and when do you use that? This is when I use it. This is the time and place to use Scruples because there's so many products out there, but I like to use, I like to keep every weapon in my arsenal because you never know when a client comes in with this type of situation and you get to skip a step. You don't have to tone the hair because it tones it for you and it maintains the brightness of the blonde without making it too gray. Because I feel like sometimes when you're using a bleach product, you can overlift. The hair might be too white and you're like, oh, now I have to tone the hair down, but then the hair has already been compromised. And after that, when you're toning it, it can turn gray. You guys know what I'm talking about. So with this, you won't have to worry about that. It still maintains that brightness of that blonde without overtoning it, so you get to save a complete step. Alright, so we are finally done foiling Nicole's whole head. You can see how long her hair is. I mean, going down.
Oh, heavy.
I know, it goes down to your butt. But give her a little spin. Whee! So we're gonna let her process anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes at room temperature. You can use heat if you want with the blazing, but I just like to let it process organically because we are hungry. We're gonna go eat, right, Nicole?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, look. Okay, I want to turn to a side profile so you can see how long your hair is. This is insane, guys. It's so pretty though. We're gonna be excited. Excited. Yes. Shabam! We are finally done with Nicole's hair. So we did it all in one step using Scruples Blazing because you guys requested for it on my Facebook. Nicole, how do you feel?
Oh, love it. Look at it.
You look sexy.
Baboom.
And we, baboom. What I love is that it doesn't matter if you start at the back and at the top. Within 30 to 45 minutes, all of it lift to the same level. So usually it stops at a 9 or a 10. And even if you need to tone or want to tone, if necessary, it all gives you an even palette, so you get even tonality. But what I love is that you get that balanced color. We did use the cool tone, so what's really unique is that it still maintains this brightness that you get from a lightener, but it looks controlled from the tonality that Scruples delivers. So that's what I really liked about it, and you guys have requested for it on Facebook. So I decided to do the tutorial for you guys. However, you're seeing it on straighter hair now. I want to show you guys what it looks like once we give it some old glamour waves, some coal holes, girls. The glamour waves! Old-fashioned waves, Hollywood waves, whatever you want to call it, we love it. Which one do you guys like? I think I like this one. What about you, Nicole?
I'm obsessed with this one. Look how freaking gorgeous it looks.
I know. I vote curls over straight. Thumbs up, guys, leave comments below, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Periscope, Pinterest, everything. Love you guys. Mwah.